Alright guys, welcome back to another Dokkan battle video, and today I'm going to do a speculation video. And just based off of the tabs that you can see up in my window, obviously you can already speculate who I'm going to talk about, but I want to kind of give you guys a little, I guess back, well, whatever. Like I'll kind of talk about the speculation as to why. So, um, I wanted to kind of put these two banners up because I wanted to use them as a reference. So, um, back when for the 4-year anniversary, um, the LRs for part 1 were LR Goku, well, LR Super Saiyan for Goku and LR Super Saiyan for Vegeta, but those were from the Omega Shen, well, yeah, the Shadow Dragon saga. Whereas the legendary summon, the top legendary summon for part 2 included the GT trio, which is not, well, I guess in a sense they're not part of um the Shadow Dragon saga, nor is Baby for obvious reasons. He had his own arc. So it's fair to speculate that, one thing that is that the main characters don't necessarily have to kind of be, I guess, like the featured, or it could be. I mean, it really depends, because then we go over to last year's, the 5-year anniversary, and the main antagonist, quote unquote, like antagonist, obviously he's actually a good guy, is Broly, as opposed to the main antagonist for the future arc. If you really think about it, was Zamasu, but by proxy was Black, right? And in this case, Black Rose. So um, Rose actually replaces the Int Rose. And let me see if he's on this banner. As a matter of fact, he's not. But there's another Int Rose. Okay, no. So oh, no, not Int, STR. Sorry. So the Int one transforms into Rose, but the STR, it completely replaces the STR one. So kind of keep in mind is that moving forward, that could be the case, right? So so just kind of keep that in mind. Now we're gonna go over to God of Destruction, Topo. I think this is probably the highest contender, in my opinion. And again, this is all speculation. I don't have any like inside information or anything like that, but my speculation is that even with the EZA, Topo could be replaced. Um, we, we could probably get a base form Topo. We already have, like, obviously, pre-awakening, we have this Pride Trooper Topo, non-god form, right? Um, but we could probably get maybe a tech version of Topo in god mode. And maybe he might, I don't know, he might buff God Key maybe, or maybe transformation boost. Oh, that makes sense. Maybe he might boost transformation boost, or buff transformation boost. There's also who else? Obviously Universe 11. There's a whole bunch of different categories that he could probably buff. Or, as we saw with, LR MUI and LR SSBE, he can create his own category for all we know, right? So so I think that's a top contender just because he's pretty outdated. Even with EZA, I don't find myself running him too often outside of the recent free, at least on global, the recent Frieza events, the combat simulation. So kind of bear that in mind. Another top contender that a lot of people have been asking about has been a replacement for Android 17, for MVP 17. So I think that this 17 also could be upgraded. I don't think that, I mean, he could be upgraded with an easy 8, but I think a new unit overall would probably be a good idea. Um, Maybe that could be an Android 17 where he could have something where like a partner super attack, and maybe they could do a free to play, I don't know, Goku and Frieza, or maybe not Goku and Frieza, but like maybe Frieza or something, and then they have a partner attack. Um, I mean, we already have farmable free to play golden Friezas, or a golden Frieza from the Tournament of Power. Um, so maybe to kind of bring back the partner super attack, that Android 17 might be a good pick. So another top contender that's been asked for consistently has been a LR hit. So hit, unfortunately, every single iteration of hit has been pretty lackluster. We have the physical hit, which is obviously the free to play hit. He's not that great. We also have, what other hit do we have? Let me see. Let me see. He has another. I think. Oh yeah, the int hit. There's an int hit, which obviously we're not running. I think there's an AGL hit as well, and I think that AGL hit is from the World Tournament rewards. So as a matter of fact, here we go. Hit cards. So let's go ahead and check this out. Um, what's going on with my? Oh, that's weird. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, well, all right. So this one's let me see. What's the name of this one? What's the name of this one? Mysterious Pressure. So we're gonna go with Silent Bloodthirsty Hit, which is physical. Obviously, that's a free to play. Evolution to Match, and that's the STR, which is also from the World Tournament, if I'm not mistaken. You could get him from the World Tournament. He's okay actually. He's not that bad, but he's more of like a mono leader if we wanted to. Maybe more of like a support type unit. We want a hit that is an actual like he is the leader. You want him to be leading your team. Oh, obviously this is the other one. And then we have the int hit, which is the extreme. This is from the Universe 6 versus Universe 7 match. So when he first came out, obviously his leader skill was like, oh, cool, that's all right, that's not bad. But that got outdated very quickly. Um, so I think hit is another good contender. So and another notable mention that I want to kind of put out there is Kefla. I know that we just got Kefla last year, and as we see right here, the release dates are in May and August. So, um, Kefla, I think, for the most part, I've heard that they're like I don't have her unfortunately, so for either my JP account or my global account, so I don't know how well she does. Just looking at the stats and at the paper on paper, she looks good. But we've had units look good on paper and they just are actually abysmal. So, another character that looks good on paper is AGL Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, which actually he is. He's a tank. He both defensively and offensively, but the problem is that you want to go ahead and trigger his transformation, but it's so specific, it's so restricted that you probably see that transformation 0.5% of the time you play with Gohan. So Kefla, obviously we don't have that restriction, but it'd be nice to have maybe a Super Saiyan 2 Kefla, and then maybe the passive skill, or not the passive skill, sorry, the active skill, um, could be the her powering up. So not necessarily her transforming, but just how with Rose right here, Rose has like a rage mode. So it'd be interesting to see if maybe Kefla might be able to have something similar where she powers up right across the mountain from right across the stage from UI Goku. So those are my speculation. Obviously, I don't think that I think she's more of a notable mention. I don't think she would get replaced, and I don't think she would be the unit, the featured unit, one of the two featured units for the top legendary banner. I think, in my honest opinion, it's between these three. Okay. Um, and I know that there's some people that might have been like, "Hey, wait a minute, but what about? I mean, we had the two main antagonists, well, this one's like the half antagonist, right? But the two main antagonists for each arc that was featured in the 5-year celebration, wouldn't we have a Jiren? No. No, because Jiren just came out on global in December or January? January. Sorry, January. He just came out in January. And he's an LR and he's a tech LR and he's really fucking good. I don't foresee him getting replaced anytime soon. Just like I don't foresee Tech Super Saiyan Broly LR getting replaced maybe for another 2 years, maybe, right? So once there's all even more buffs or whatever, even more passive skill advantages and stuff. So um, I don't think Jiren would be a contender. So I think it's between these three. So with that being said, let me know what you guys think. Who's your pick, or did I not mention someone that you kind of have been keeping in mind? Who do you think um would be another character that might work? So, and as a matter of fact, let's take a look just right now, just looking at the marketing for the campaign. I just want to see if there's any hints. So obviously this is the Gohan and Piccolo cards. This is probably going to be the TN from the TN and Roshi card. This is obviously the free to play card. It could be it could be one of the Universe girls. But I don't see that happening. I don't think that would be the case. Let's see. Let's see. We already have these. We already have these two guys. We already have these two guys. Okay, well, that's a strong indication that could be a partner super attack if we were to have MVP 17. Let's see. We already have these guys. The physical blue boys. This card is from the story. No, maybe this card is from the story and this card is from the story. I'm not sure. But we already have Gohan and Piccolo, so that's not going to be the case. He's not notable enough. Fit Boo is not notable enough because he didn't even come out in the tournament. We're going to keep going. Godku, I don't think so. He came out like maybe a handful of times. I think the only time I remember, obviously, he fought against Keo and Kefla. He fought against Jiren. He might have fought against someone else one more time, but I can't recall who. But that's about it. He wasn't, he wasn't very prominent. So, there's really not much to go off of. I think they're going to keep it very tight-lipped. But like I said, let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think it might be Topo? Do you guys think it might be 17, Hit, or Kefla, or anyone that I didn't mention? With that being said, go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will catch you guys next time.